Over LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put over LBC. Over LBC. I put over LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. It is Tuesday, July 28th, 2026 at 10:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a fantastic Tuesday. Slide on over to more towards the middle. Oh, hey. Had a decent Tuesday. It was so hot. So tired of it, but whatever. It is what it is. I try to not complain about it because it does me no good. And you just kind of gotta suck it up, buttercup. But anyways, glad to be in the AC, and glad I will be in the AC for the next 3 days, 5 days. I am off work the next 3, off the weekend. I'm gonna be with the boys, that is my sons, and yeah, we'll have a good time. But in the mornings, I do plan on being right here at the trade station, making trades during New York. Now, not watching any shows, just live trading, New York. I want to do it. What's going on? Alexandra G, Mod Queen, Mod Boss, Mod God. Thank you for being here, and thank you for pinning that Discord link in the chat. I do greatly appreciate you for doing that each and every single night. Make sure you join the free Discord and say hello. And let's see, we've got Duality C. He's not of this world. What's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. Good evening. Indie Rock Crypto. Good evening. How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. We got Jay Awa, Jay Rizzle, the Rizzler, the Ninja, Art of Crypto. What's going on, bro? Good evening to you, man. Make sure you guys are subscribed to JR. Mad love, homie. We already did that. All set. What's going on? All set. How you doing, fam? I put on the LBC. Yeah. And good evening. Good evening. Let's go on over here to the charts. Bitcoin with an overnight. Well, I guess it wasn't really overnight. It happened We went sideways overnight, swept the lows, came back up. Potential market structure shift. Potential market structure shift. Breaking the high here. And then you get that pullback. We are consolidating on top of the high. That's good. We want to see that. And we could be setting up for another push or a push. And where could we go with that? Is the $1 million question. $1 trillion question. No one cares about millions anymore. Now we gotta worry about billions and trillions. Because money means nothing anymore. There's no value at all anymore. GG's family. I shorted up 1K double top. Hey, nice. This double top here. Well done, sir. Or was it something else? Good evening, Mr. AlexOCrypto. Let's throw the otters in the chat. Oh, I did not share. I did not share in the Otter Gang Discord. Whoops. Whoopsies. Oh well. Most of them should be subscribed, so hopefully they're getting alerts. Money isn't real. Hey, Blackie Chin. What is going on, my friend? That's a name I love seeing in the chat. What's up, bro? What's up, man? How you doing, bro? That's my guy. That's my guy. We've both been so busy that it's like we used to text all the time. All the time. And then BC just got a little too busy for me. I get it. I understand it. I'm not butthurt. I think you're getting more handsome 4 years later. Oh, appreciate that, bro. It's because I'm actually trying to keep my beard maintained. It's probably why. I just now started using a beard oil, and I've been brushing it a lot more. I need to get one of those actual like beard brushes though, because I just be brushing it with a comb that came with like a grooming, like a electric razor kit. But yeah, I miss y'all's streaming. Who? Me and BC. One maybe we'll get back to it one day. I believe. But right now we are fighting up against the macro POC. And yeah, that's what we need to get back above if we're going to continue higher. But I don't know, man. Let's we need to take in some Valium here. Let's take in some Valium. Not too much. We're not trying to fall asleep. We've got the golden pocket up here, right at the value area high of this range. So I'll be watching that area for show. 64.6, 64.593. If we want a front run, there's potential there. Let me take the rest of this top in. Let's see. Anchor VWAP, value area high. What is this level? 64.917. Can it get up to the 786? I don't know. There's a pretty high volume node there. Let's take in that top range. Let's take in. Okay, we're still sitting there. Okay. When does it stop doing that? Still sitting there. It's pretty much still there. Wow. So I think that's 64.9. Be watching that level. 64.9. If it breaks through, be careful of a wick. To the 786. We got two 786s up here. What's good, peoples? What's going on? Maybe Advantage. How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. BC, my guy. Limitless. What's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you being here. I appreciate you in general because you're sharing charts in the Discord. I try to get in there when I can. I try to comment anytime you do post. I try to say something. I try to respond. I try to reply any chance I get. Those chances are limited, but it'll get better. It will get better. Now, potential chotch, right? Change of character here. Breaking this, getting back above lows, consolidating back within this range, which means we could actually see expansion. Whoops. That'd be nice, huh? But it might be expansion because we were talking about this last night. Turtle soup. Talking about this last night, coming up here and taking these highs. And then from there, we'll see. But we could be in store for a big short squeeze. I feel like there doesn't technically have to be a catalyst, but I feel like there might be a catalyst. Wait. Tomorrow. Hold on. Busy as hell all the time. Finally not closing anymore at work after this week. I'll be ready to start back up on count of this here soon. Heckin' yes. Shout out to BCPortCorp. Make sure you guys are subscribed to BCPortCorp as well if you're not already. He needs all the loving he can get. And he deserves it. Okay? Capiche? Capiche, my biche? Let's see. We've got... Not what I need. Not what I want. Yeah. Wednesday, FOMC. Yeah, we got FOMC tomorrow. That's what I thought. So set up. Oh, man. They're always setting stuff up pre-FOMC. I feel like we might see a... We might see a push to come take these highs for some reason. Some reason. Not sure what it is, but... Other than just whales being whales. You know? Doing whale things. Oh! What is this then? What did I just delete? Wait. Okay. So that's the volume profile since the low. Since the low, I could have just done this. Real WaveCipher and the Wave Gang showing up as always. What's going on, Wave Gang? Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for being here. Mad love. Thank you, WaveCipher, for sending the Wave Gang over. I do greatly appreciate you doing that pretty much every single night. It's been amazing. It's definitely jumped the viewership up. And so I definitely appreciate it. 1,000,000 trillion %. Now we've been fighting a 4-hour fair value gap here. Let's see, a 4-hour. There's so much volume at this level. Yo, JT. I was thinking of GT Jack. GT, aka Oka. What's going on? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for throwing those waves in the chat. Do greatly appreciate you. Bad Doggy as well. Yo, What's going on? How you doing? LBC, what it do? What it do around town? What it do? What the business is? What the business be during? Thank you guys for joining me this evening. I do greatly appreciate it. I don't know how much I can go over high time frame stuff before it's like, I mean, this is what I'm thinking, and it's just, we just gotta wait to see if it plays out. So maybe just stick to the lower time frame stuff. David, LBC. So how's the wave gang? How are y'all doing? How's your trading going? Is it good? Ones in the chat for good. Twos in the chat for break even. Threes in the chat for, oh no, not good. Hit the like wave riders. Yes, Kango. Kangas. Kango Unchained. Good evening, mind mates. Mad love and respect to all of you. You all deserve it. For shizzle. All right, let's see. Kind of just I don't know. I wasn't prepared. I'm never prepared. I'm always prepared, but never prepared at the same time. Ryoshi Saka. Ooh, put a 1 in chat. Like it. That means we're winner chicken dinners. All right. You know what I'm missing? I am missing not an alert. I am missing, what's this thing called? CBD. Candles. I have not taken a trade the past 2 days. I haven't had a chance. But this might give me an opportunity. Wait, what is this blue line? What is that fixed range volume profile? What is this? Anchored volume profile? Which one? Wait. Is it invisible? Hello? Hello? I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm tired. Well, wait, hold on. So, what do you guys think about the Clarity Act, huh? Are you ready for it? Yay! Good job. So, I asked ChatGPT about the Clarity Act. I told it to go over every single last provision within it. And I said, I want to know everything. I said, leave no stone unturned. And it did not. It did not at all. Can you like not show my name? Yes. Okay. Maybe one day I'll release my full name. Damn, Skippy. I'll see you Friday for COTR. Maybe. I know you're talking to JR, but. So, if you want to know specifically what I said, this was the prompt. Here's my prompt, okay? I see many in the crypto community wanting to see the Clarity Act passed. I also see many that do not like it, or at least as it is currently crafted. Break down the act for me and tell me where there is agreement and disagreement and why fights are happening where they are. I want you to really break it down so that I understand the full bill. I want to hear different arguments for and against each section. I want you to tell me if it's in the true spirit of crypto or not. And then when you're all done, give me your own personal rating, 1 through 10, 1 being terrible for crypto, 10 being great for crypto, and then explain your rating. Leave no stone unturned. I want to know the opinions of the biggest players like the big banks, Coinbase, centralized exchanges, DEXs, Wall Street, Bitcoin OGs, BlackRock, others. And when you're done with all of that, I want you to give me the top 25 cryptocurrencies you think could benefit the most from the Clarity Act passing and create a portfolio with those currencies. You can do baskets based on tiers and or based on sector or each individually. Don't be overly convoluted. I want detail, but simple and easy to understand enough to explain to others. And your response is already going to be long enough. Let's go. So, literally every single bit. The Clarity Act, a complete plain English breakdown. Part 1, what the bill actually does, and which gets broken down in this different sections. Token classification and fundraising. So this is where it's pretty interesting. So if it's like starts off like very centralized, if you have like founders and they hold on to tokens and whatnot, the crypto can be considered at that time a security. But as the asset matures and there's less and less holdings by the original founders, like they're allowed to make their money off of it, doing, raising investment money and all that stuff. So it's actually really good for developers, from my understanding. So the bill, it's really good for developers because there's actually like clear rules of the road, and they can actually get access to more institutions like banks. Like as this, a big part of this is banks, the regulation for the banks. And so with banks being able to be more engaged in the crypto market, we're unlocking even more liquidity. So, lad not asking for much. That's right, I wasn't asking for much. Campsta. Wow, talk about asking a lot. Y'all are funny. Been running it up and down all day. Yeah. So anyways, so it's basically saying like you can have your business, you can have your crypto business, but you got to register any kind of products or anything like that you're doing as securities. And there will be violations if you don't, and all this good jazz, yada, yada, yada. And basically, it's a way to kind of help stamp out fraud in the market. And I'm not totally opposed to that side of it. There's definitely parts of the bill that I am kind of opposed to. I'm really opposed to. Anything that has to do with taking away privacy. Now, what is unique that I have found is that they're talking about doing like centralized middlemen between, and I believe you don't have to do it, but this, in my opinion, will unlock DeFi and liquidity to DeFi more than ever before. And the reason being is most people don't want to mess with DeFi because they just don't trust it. So what they're going to regulate, or at least what they're going to regulate is that you have to allow for like some centralized entities to be able to basically, people can give their money to the centralized entity, and they're basically going to act as a middleman that do like the DeFi stuff, so like governance and stuff like that. So I found that to be pretty interesting, and I feel like there's already kind of something, it's almost favorable with banks too in that instance, because they could be that intermediary between you and the DeFi exchange. So to me, that kind of really does help with adoption, because one of the reason why we are 17 years into this journey, starting with Bitcoin, is because and there's no adoption, and like the adoption, I mean, not no adoption, obviously, but the adoption has been so slow is because people are scared to just get into it. They hear all the stories about people losing their funds, and they want their funds protected, basically. So what the bill would do was kind of that central intermediary will be FDI insured, whereas like your DeFi exchanges, I mean, they can't be. They're decentralized. If they're truly decentralized, you can't FDIC anything on that. Now, they could have their own reserves and help customers out, I guess. Maybe. It's decentralized, so I don't know how that works. You should pretend someone stole my money. What are y'all talking about? He doesn't stream from his house, so his sister called him and said, blah, blah, blah. Taking hostage is a bit of a leap. Yeah, I don't know. You guys are crazy. But I love it. The engagement's rolling. And so this goes through every single title. You know, title 1, title 2, title 3, title 4, like all I had it break down every single thing. And tokenized securities remain securities. I mean, that makes sense. Self-custody should remain legal. This is part of the bill that I'm just like, There is considerable congressional support for allowing individuals to hold their own lawful assets. Yeah, I would hope so. The government is primarily about the regulated companies connecting self-hosted wallets to the banking system, not possession of a wallet itself. Yes. And also, one of the provisions of the bill is if you have assets on a centralized exchange, like an FTX, and it goes down, some way, somehow, you get your assets back. Whereas FTX, like, a lot of people were good because they were able to get their cash back, or at least a portion of their cash back. But if you had like crypto, it was like for most people, it's like they're just not getting that back. So it's kind of like it must be an FDIC type thing. So it's bringing all that in. Now it's going to shrink the market in the long term. Look at this. Like I told you, I said I had it break down the bill, and I read most of it. So this is the basket number 1, core institutional assets. So let's go over what it thinks, how it thinks the top 25 tokens, what 25 tokens will benefit the most from this bill passing as it currently reads. Bitcoin, 20% weight. This whole this is a whole like section here. We 45%, 20% goes to Bitcoin, 15% Ethereum, 10% Solana. Principal risk, why it could benefit. So DeFi, staking, tokenization, stablecoins, and institutional settlement all benefit. So clear treatment of networks transitioning away from managerial dependence is especially relevant. For Solana, high U.S. exchange activity, staking, payments, DeFi, and consumer applications make Sol highly sensitive to lawful listing and institutional product clarity. Basket number 2, established networks and infrastructure, 27%. 4% to XRP. Wow, amazing. Surprising. One of the clearest examples of why separating a token from an original investment contract matters. U.S. exchange, payments, and institutional settlement clarity would be valuable. And they already have that. They have had it. And if you guess what? You get the Clarity Act passed? Who cares now? XRP holders have been through it. Trust me, I used to be one. Cardano, surprisingly. Although I'm not real surprised about either one of these because we did have Brad Garlinghouse and Charles Hoskinson at the White House after Trump's election during the crypto roundtable. So it's not exactly surprising that, XRP and Cardano are going to be part of that conversation. But then we have Avalanche in here. So benefits from tokenization, institutional subnets, DeFi, and clear network token treatment. We've got Chainlink in here. Unsurprisingly, nice, good. Oracle, very far from $800, but it might get there. Never. Who knows? Who knows? Because the thing about this whole bill, guys, is, and one of the things that I found very interesting about it is, once it is passed, if it is passed, it does not go into action until 360 days later, which means you get a whole year of essentially, and this is what I think might spark the next bull run, is you get a whole year of people. Actually, this might not spark the next bull. I mean, it lines up perfectly. So if we pass the Clarity Act in the fall, okay, that could be, hopefully, I'm pretty sure we will already be bottomed by the time Clarity Act passes. Who knows? But there's going to be a lot of jockeying for position for market participants and for retail, for institutions. Like, if we're going to have cryptos part of the economy, taking part in retail, like business, you go out and shop, and you can shop with your crypto because now it is legalized and regulated and all that good stuff. Now businesses, shout out to Indie Rock Crypto throwing out AMP and Flexa. Now we can have, Flexa going out there and running the, rails for merchants and whatnot. And they're using and would be using AMP to do so. But you could have several different of those crypto companies coming in here and jockeying for a position. You could have cryptos coming, or projects, founders, whatever, coming to the United States to get involved and try to get under U.S. regulation, become legitimate, because they know that unlocks liquidity for their project. And so why wouldn't they do that? So they can liquidity and opportunity. So I think there's going to be a big race. Just kind of see who's going to win out. You're going to have maybe you might have a bunch of different people trying out a whole bunch of different networks, because now that if the Clarity Act gets passed, now you have pretty much made crypto, or given it the stamp of approval. Granted, half the country won't go for it because of the administration that the approval or the passage of this act is happening under. Sure. Probably. But that's not going to limit the other half, or keep the other half of the country. I know plenty of people on the left that are into crypto. So it's not just, one size fits. That's just me. I don't know. I forgot the saying. But it's not one size fits all. It's one-sided only. Anyways. So, one time, you guys are just talking about random stuff. Okay. Market Monkey does the trades for JR Prince or no food. You guys are weird. The battlefield indicator. Yeah, I love that one. So, because of that, I think that we're going to see chains getting used and abused. They're going to be put through the ringer, because institutions or people with money, investors, they're going to start throwing money at it, basically. We're seeing profit taking, in the stock market, big rounded top in the stock market. So we're seeing someone's taking profit, right? What are they going to do with the profit? Are they going to start putting a little bit in the crypto, maybe? Trillions of dollars? And we're at the stage of the market, of the crypto market, where things get like really boring, and things just like seem like they're just taking forever. And it's going to drag on and drag on and drag on. Clarity Act's not going to get passed next week. They're going to go into recess. They'll come back in the fall, and they'll vote on it again after the midterms. And we'll see what happens after that. We'll see. So we've also got SWI on here. I've been seeing SWI on a lot of lists. So a newer U.S. connected smart contract network could receive a substantial valuation benefit from a lawful commodity transition pathway. So insider allocations, vesting, and concentrated ecosystem influence create classification risk. Principal risk. That's pretty cool. It shows your principal risk on the right side as well. But then we have NEAR, which I think BC was very much a fan of. I could be wrong. Maybe that was injective. Maybe it was both. I guess he could let us know if he's still here. H-bar is definitely one of my tops. H-bar because it's like I said, it's enterprise tokenization, payments, and institutional governance may benefit from explicit federal rules. Its governance model, so its principal risks. However, its governance model could be viewed as more permissioned or coordinated than crypto native alternatives. Now, I don't know how much of a risk. Depends on what kind of No, it's PA. Yeah. I don't know about risk as an investment per se. I mean, obviously, every single one of these comes with risk. None of this is financial advice. Do not buy or sell anything because of what I say about these cryptos. I'm just giving you my opinions and my thoughts, and I'm just some random guy on the YouTubes. So just putting that out there. Putting that out there, FBI. Its governance model could be viewed as more permissioned or coordinated than crypto native alternatives. What was the first word in this? Enterprise. Enterprise tokenization. You know who would prefer permissioned networks? Enterprises. That's who would prefer permission networks, because they don't want to be linked up to anything that's like open, basically. When you're permissioned, you can close it down. You can have a little door that shuts you off, blocks you in from the outside world, and you're okay. That's not exactly what that means, but it's okay. Stellar. That's pretty stellar. Cross-border payments and tokenized assets. It was just given something. It was DTCC. So it's they do tokenization settlements. Essentially, they could be tokenizing or settling for tokenized stocks from Wall Street, on Wall Street. So XLM is another one in my basket. Actually, pretty much everything it listed are things that I have pretty much almost always been into. Not everything, I guess, because this next one is a little eh. So we've got Uniswap. So this one actually surprised me. But this has probably one of the clearest beneficiaries of protocol/developer distinctions, self-custody, and protections for non-custodial exchange software. Non-custodial exchange software. Principal risk: the official front end and governance relationships could remain regulatory targets. Potentially, but we'll see. But Uniswap kind of surprised me on that one. I might have to go give it a back and forth, argue with it a little bit, and we'll see. Aave, though, we've got I think pretty much everyone knows Aave, lending platform, essentially on Ethereum. Hyperliquid, everybody loves Hyperliquid. Sky, never heard of this one. The former Maker, oh yeah, that's right, the Maker DAO. Formerly the MakerDAO. Maker ecosystem sits at the intersection of DeFi credit, stablecoins, treasury-backed assets, and decentralized governance. Lido DAO, that's another DAO. Jido, Solana staking and validator infrastructure could benefit from clearer staking and protocol treatment. And if it's connected to Solana and it's got a big name attached to it, like, or if it's got a name for itself, recognition, hype. Oh, it's popular. I don't know. Who knows? It could be. It's on Solana, so who cares? And it's got a funny name or a weird name. Pendle, greater legal certainty for DeFi markets could expand institutional demand for tokenized yield and fixed rate products. I don't know about Pendle. I don't know anything really about it. Injective, INJ, that's one that said BC probably likes. On-chain trading and financial market infrastructure would benefit from clearer commodity and developer rules. And that's what I was going to say earlier, is that, they can start off as a security, but if they could and they can migrate over to being a commodity. So they could go from being regulated by the SEC and over to the CFTC. Now they might still have securities law over the developers, the project founders, the business part of it, but the assets themselves, once they mature enough, can become commodities. Ondo and Say. So these are RWA and higher regulatory beta. HBAR is also an RWA, real world asset crypto. So keep your eyes on that. Why several obvious coins are not included. Stable coins, who cares? BNB, don't care. Doge, maybe Doge could see something just because of Elon. And we now already have X payments rolling out. X payments just started rolling out, right? I'm not the only one that got that thing when I opened up X this week, right? Or last week. I forgot all about that. Athena, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. They would likely receive broad commodity clarity, but they already possess relatively straightforward decentralized commodity arguments. Their incremental regulatory upside appears smaller than newer smart contract and DeFi ecosystems. But pretty much, they're too old. Athena, ENA, privacy coins, of course, privacy coins. Privacy assets could receive some benefit from general legal clarity, but AML, mixer, sanctions, and law enforcement provisions create disproportionately high headwinds. You don't say. And exchange tokens. Exchange-affiliated tokens may benefit from regulated, centralized exchange growth, but they also create direct conflicts involving listings, customer incentives, affiliated issuers, and vertical integration. Yes. How would manage this portfolio? No leverage. You're right. 100x everything. Let's see. What are some potential dark horses? I told it to give me 10. 1 is Morpho. Don't know anything about it. 2 is Jupiter. I've heard of Jupe at least. 3 is Athena. That's part of your other list. I don't know why you have it on here as a dark horse. Aerodrome. Maple Finance. Pyth Network. Layer 0. Egan, I don't know. Plume, and Wormhole. And one day we will eventually go through all of these. 9 out of 10 on Morpho for conviction. That's interesting. Jupe, 8.5 out of 10. Solana DeFi. Arrow, base token. So if we're looking at the next bull run, we're looking for cryptos to go after. Maybe look at base tokens and Solana tokens. Coinbase, popular exchange. Solana, popular network. Ethereum had its craze a while ago. I don't know if it'll have another one, to be honest. But I'm glad to be getting back into actual project and actual crypto research and not just trading. As you can see, I can go on and talk quite a bit about it. Whereas when I'm sitting here and I'm trying to trade, I'm like, well, we're just waiting. We're just waiting for it to hit the level. What level? One of them. one of the levels. That's what I hope for. I don't know about you guys. I'm not the one who... My Netflix alert went off, and I should have bought. I wish I would have had it set for lower. Yeah. Had my alert set at the value area high. Now it's not wanting to, it's not having a good time getting back above it. It's not good. Oh man, even if you just go to the high, it's still no good. No good. It just starts to reject. You can see Netflix fall all the way to $22. Breakout, backtest, continuation. Netflix holders better hope. Eli Lilly. Yeah, we're looking at stocks now, bro. Who cares? We're looking to short stocks, long crypto. Nvidia, Nvidia, however you say it. 38% drop potential. This has shifted a little bit. 39.74. From current price, more closer 40%. Check Arrow-ish looks crazier than JR's monkey. Why are we talking about JR's monkey? The thing is like super furry. And it likes to spit a lot. Kind of weird. Likes to spit a lot and spit everywhere. JR, you really need to get control of your monkey, my friend. What was that looking? Arrow. JR. Let's go spot actually. Let's go Coinbase. Have not returned to the value area low. Let's go to the high. Check Arrow-ish. It's crazy. What do you mean crazier? Which arrow? Aerodrome? Aren't there like 2 arrows? Isn't there another arrow? You got Aerodrome Finance, which is what I'm talking about. What is there an aeroplane? No. Aerobud. Aerobud. Aerobud.dominance. Seriously? We're trying to look at Aerobud's dominance. Aerodrome. I mean, that's what I'm typing in. That's what we're on, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's see. From launch, let's pull a fib from launch. Low to high. Been bouncing at the 886. Not bad. What's our fixed rate volume profile from the low? Okay. Okay, rejecting value area high. We are on the weekly. Let's drop down a little bit. Okay. Let's see this real quick. Okay. So it got above, tried to go, but failed. Do have right here at 0.379 high volume node. Want to see if it can bounce there. Let's pull this back. Yeah, still there. We're back below the value area low, so it might fall down to the point of control at 32 cents. There is a high volume node just above that at 34. And then, let's see. Let's pull fib. Low to high. Yeah, we got a 786 right around there. That does smash that divot. But I could see it getting sucked down here. Yeah. I mean, I think pretty much anywhere in this zone could be a good long op. Potentially. I'm not really a fan though. Hold on. I am on the daily. Yep. Let's go from the high. Okay. It's another high volume node. So yeah, stuck between that and this. So basically, it's effed. No, I'm kidding. I do not like this. This is so ugly. You're right. It is crazy. Yeah, it's on the launch pad. Is it though? Is it though? I mean, maybe. I don't like that. I don't like it. It's so ugly. So ugly. Now, let's see. Let's do trend. We got those highs. We got these highs. Let's broken those. Okay. Let's take in as many highs down during this trend as possible. So boom. Break, come down. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we're between these. So we've got to get above and the googly eyes, see, there's a nose, face. Yeah. You see, it's just sideways. That's all. Wait, what else is that? Sorry. Could it just go flying like that? I mean, maybe. What is something that might have done something like that before? Where it's just real ugly. Because, I mean, this looks very much kind of like a megaphone. So that could go either way. You could break down. Or you could break out. Something like this. So, potential megaphone pattern. Bullish. Let's see. Bullish megaphone. Bullish megaphone. Pattern. Do. None of these looks like it. Rising broadening wedge. Reversal. Reverse. What's this look like? Now the bottom is flat here. We're seeing rising lows, higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. I mean, the only one doing that in this graphic is this one. But we have price coming into it, coming up into it, and not coming down into it. But, oh, wait. Nope, that's not it. Again, lows. Pay attention to the lows. So, why do I feel like XRP or XLM maybe? Look at XRP first. Yeah, this is what I don't want to get caught up in. Anything like this. But I mean, what if this is what 2027 looks like? Because there's so much jockeying for position. It would kind of suck. Let's see, it's a lot of chop. Yeah, we're creating higher highs and higher lows. Big push. But none of this is really what I'm looking for. I mean, kind of here. It's a little more defined. You're not getting overlapping waves. You're getting waves that get higher and backtest. Not that one. XLM maybe? Want to see it come down at a low. See, there's some, that's way more similar right there. So another tap, push. This is short liquidations, and then a bunch of sideways and down, or down really, big pump. Now this is XLM. This thing moves kind of crazy, but of course it looked like Aerodrome moved crazy too. I mean, that's a pretty big push, but it's also the very first one. But the equal highs is why I think equal highs is why I think this one's gonna rocket at some point. But yeah, could definitely see maybe tap 886 support and launch. This, I don't know yet. Could be come up, golden pocket, value area high of the range, and then dump, and then launch. I'd be here for it. Maybe. JR seen my charts. I'd like to see your charts. It's on a launch pad. Maybe. I gotta find something that's very similar that would give me a little bit more confidence in that. But, yeah, I don't think people, I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I don't think people really care to watch me, try and hunt down a specific schematic from another chart. Sometimes that can take a little while. Most of the time, I can just remember seeing it in a chart somewhere because so many patterns happen over and over again. And I've seen so many patterns over 5 years of charting that most of the time I'm like, wait a minute. That reminds me of Bitcoin 2022 around July. Let's go take a look. I don't know if I can get that specific, but close enough. Close enough for government work. Good enough for government work, right? Yeah. Anywho. Yo, what's up, Lunar? Yo, Florida Stowe. How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Sorry. I was just about to wrap up the show. Reminder, I am not sure about tomorrow. Kind of up in the air on the stream. We'll see. We'll see. Kind of depends on how the kids are doing. Maybe I could do something a little. Maybe I could start a little later. I don't know. Maybe I can do something in the afternoon tomorrow. I mean, I am going to be off work. My almost 14-year-old daughter is going to be getting paid for watching the boys and taking care of them for most of the daytime hours, or at least my work time hours. A deal or something my wife set up with her. I didn't even know about it. She was just like, oh, by the way, I'm paying our daughter to watch the kids so that you can, have a little bit of breathing room throughout the day. And I was like, all right, but if she tries to pawn them off on me, she's not getting paid. That's what you're not getting paid for work you didn't do. I don't get paid for work I don't do. Come on. I mean, other than the PTO, what? A good boss. I was just stopping in. Appreciate you, man. I do great. I do appreciate you stopping by. I hope that goes smooth. My kids aren't that old yet, but that would be nice. Yeah. Well, the two little ones are 4 and 10 months. So almost 11 months, which is crazy. Almost a year old. 1 year old. 12 months. And that should be the case for the next 3 days. So we'll see. Really all that I kind of hope for is that I can get the morning session in, and then after that, whatever. I just want to be able to sit down and concentrate and trade starting at 7:30, ending at like 10:30, 11, maybe 11:30. I don't know. Depends on how the days go. Well, tomorrow's FOMC. It's actually a great time. We'll see what happens. 11, 7, 5, and 8 months. Wow. 17, almost 14 next month. 4 and almost 11 months. Crazy. I know there's a big distance between the first two and the second two. And the first one's about to go to college, which is also super crazy, and why I want to try and get a funded account on TopSip so I can make extra money, like chunks. That'd be nice. But it's like a whole a month. Like you can't just hit your profit target and that's it. No, you got to show consistency over a month. And you actually have a daily win limit that you have to cut yourself off at before you get there for a month. At least a month. And you have to have 10, I think you have to have $10, $150 trades or something. I don't know. We'll see. 6 to 11 a.m. trying to make it happen. You'll be where? What? You gonna be at my house? Trying to make what happen? You watch my kids for me? Sorry, you're a stranger? But you're also a chatter box. I don't know. I'm just talking ish at this point. Sound like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. With y'all, LMAO now. Otter Squad. Hey! Otter gang. Appreciate you, Florida Stow. Alright, guys. Let's, all set. Come on. JR, where'd JR go? We need JR. We need all set. Because, why? Well, because we gotta get boogie with it. We gotta get boogie with it. Okay. How about late night dip? Late night dip. Thank you guys for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind going ahead and hitting that like button on your way out and subscribing to the channel if you are new, hitting that notification bell to be notified whenever I create new content and when I go live. Don't forget, nothing on this channel is financial advice. Nope. And everything is for educational entertainment purposes only. I don't tell anybody what to buy, what to sell, or anything like that. All opinions on the show are my own. And so they're just opinions from a guy without a CFA or anything like that. I've just shared what I know through experience and my own learning, and that I am constantly doing. I say it like it's a task, but it's not. I actually very much enjoy learning as much as possible. And my brain can only hold so much. So there's a lot of memories from the past they're just gone now. You want to clear trauma? Get into investing. No, who knows? But anyways, I do appreciate you guys. Join the free Discord. Links in the description, pinned in the chat. Click all the links in the description. We've got JR, we've got AlexOCrypto, we've got WaveCipher and Blackie Chan, BCPortCorp, and an affiliate link to the AlexOCrypto Discord and Piper Academy. Can't forget Piper Academy. Friends of the channel. Family of the channel. But thank you guys. I do appreciate all of your kind words as always. I appreciate the good vibes, and you're just amazing. So yeah, I will see you somewhere sometime tomorrow. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep, and I'll catch you then. Mad love. God bless. Ride the waves. Peace out. Bye.
LBC Wave Riders 2 a.m. in the candles, looking right. Late night dip, looking for a late night dip. She dropped down low, had to take that trip. Whole chart looking thick on a late night dip. Late night dip, looking for a late night dip. Everybody's scared, but I ain't gon' quit. Got my eyes locked on that late night dip. Yeah, put it to the charts, all red dress on. Little pullback move, had me turning my monitor on. Everybody running, acting nervous and sick. I'm over here smiling like that's
That's a fine little diff. Saw his support and she bounced right back. Got a little attitude, but I can work with that. Whole time line screaming at the bull run dead. Meanwhile, she whispering by me instead. Got me checking levels, got me zooming in close, trying to see if she's serious or just putting on a show. The 618 and I almost lost my cool. Had the wave riders yelling, boy, don't be no fool. Looking for a late night dip. She dropped down low, had to take that trip. Whole trial looking thick on a late night dip. Late night dip. Looking for a late night dip. Everybody scared, but I ain't gon' quit. Got my eyes locked on that late night dip. Yeah, now she flirting with resistance, playing hard to get. Everybody chasing candles, breaking down the sweat. I like patience, baby, let the settle come. I ain't buying nothing till I know you're the one. She said she volatile, I said that's alright. I done seen crazier things in the middle of the night. Got a little liquidity, got a little class. When she sweep them equal lows, I'm all on that. Chart, yeah, I said chart. Mind at the gutter, let's get back to the bars. Market maker creeping, tryna run a little game. Shaking out the weekends, it's the same old thing. Diamond brains chilling, got the snacks on deck. Watching everybody panic while we stacking our checks. Drop it low, it's support. Drop it low, need some more. Volume rising, candles glowing. Wave riders, already know it. Now she climbing back up and she looking real clean, like the prettiest chart that I ever done seen. Everybody who doubted suddenly back in the face, talking about conviction like they never lost faith. Nah, I remember when they caught her a wreck. Now they all in the DMs trying to get some respect. I was there at the bottom when the sentiment died. Now she riding to the upside, and I'm along for the ride. Knowledge is profit, that's the code that we live. When the market gets nervous, that's when opportunities give. So if you see me late night staring hard at the screen, just know I'm hunting for the finest dip you've ever seen. Late night dip, looking for a late night dip. She dropped down low, had to take that trip. Whole chart looking thick on a late night dip. Late night dip, looking for a late night dip. Everybody scared, but I ain't gon' quit. Wave riders, right, and every late night dip. Yeah, 2 a.m., charts glowing, market open, another late night dip.
On the chart like a priest in the zone, praying to the wicks and the candles tone, sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO, portfolio flex like it's holy promo. Sacrifice fiat, selling the pump, altars of alpha, wallets get plump. Lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed, and I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains. Light up the sky, burn off our chains. Bring us the gains. Eyes wide shut, undivine with the play. Spirit in sync with the market's phase. Confluence hit, I go full send. Lambo dreams that never end. Fibonacci carved in stone. Sacred trend lines, bullish tone. Chart prime whispers in my ear. Take the trade, release the fear. Burn the doubt, cleanse the wick. Let the dip be real quick. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains. The bulls break all our chains. To the moon with crypto flames. Oh moon gods, bring us the gain. Eyes on the chart like a priest in the zone, pray to the wicks and the candles tone, sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO, portfolio flex like it's holy promo. Sacrifice fiat, selling the pump, altars of alpha, whales get plump. Lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed, now I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon